Hello everyone, welcome to another monthly recap of what I've watched in the month of April. I just want to say that April felt like a long month to finish. Did everyone else feel that, or was it just me? But now that you're watching this video, as someone who talks and makes my opinion on movies, I love to see these videos to show you new movies to watch and give a try. Also, you can also recommend me some movies as well, and I'll try to watch them. But let's just get into this April recap because I don't feel like talking that much. So for first, what I've watched in the month of April was The Lost Boys. The Lost Boys is about two brothers who move in a small town in California with their mother. Sam, who meets some friends in a comic book store, and Michael, who falls for Star, who turns out to be enthralled to David, who is the leader of a local gang of vampires. Sam and his friends must save Michael and Star from the undead. So this is a vampire movie, and I was not expecting to like a vampire movie because I never had interest in them. This is a good vampire movie because it has good horror elements and visuals and good vampire makeup. But it's a good vampire movie. I'm giving this movie like 8 out of 10. It looks good scary wise and everything with scary vampire makeup, and it just looks great. Then what I watched was Bullet Train. Bullet Train is about an assassin determined to do his job peacefully. After too many gigs have gone off the rails, 5 assassins aboard a fast-moving bullet train find out their missions have something to do in common. So overall, I think this is a good movie. The plot and concept is great. It visually looks good. The stunts look pretty amazing, and the acting in this movie is great. I'm giving Bullet Train like a 9 out of 10. It's a pretty good action movie to me. I find the whole movie fun and entertaining in my opinion. Then I watched The Outwaters. The Outwaters is about a group of friends who go to the Mojave Desert, then experience sounds, vibrations, unnatural animal behavior. Then one night everything changes when 4 of them go through a mind-bending trip through horror. This is a found footage horror movie, and I love found footage horror movies. I really did enjoy the horror visuals in this movie. It is like a weird, strange kind of horror movies because there's a lot of weird, bloody, packed, strange gore to it, and it made me shocked to even look at. But I'm giving The Outwaters like probably a 7.5 out of 10. This is like a new movie that came out this year on February, and it's a good recent horror found footage movie that is good so far for found footage horror movies. What I watched this month of April, I'm including 3 movies that are franchises: VHS, VHS2, and VHS Viral. The VHS franchise is an anthology horror found footage movies, and 5 horror video shorts are done by different directors. I said it before and I said it again. I love found footage horror movies, and I think the VHS franchise is a good concept of found footage horror. It's like a movie within the movie, and these shorts are pretty dang good and shockingly well done. There's 2 more recent ones that I'll watch later, and there's another one coming this year, and I'm looking forward to it. but I'll go ahead and give VHS an 8 out of 10. I'll give VHS 2 a 8.5 out of 10. And I give VHS 7. No, I give VHS Viral a 7 out of 10. I could honestly recommend you this franchise and the additional 2 recent movies, but I honestly like this franchise in my opinion, and I really would want this franchise to get more recognition and support from everyone. Then after I watched Cat in the Hat, so I know no one loves this movie because of its weirdness and the cat's design that looks like it's trying to be completely furry bait. But I honestly prefer that design than a fursuit and a fursuit head, because the cat wouldn't have any expressions. Even if this cat was CGI, then this movie would look even horrible. I also think that everyone's acting is good, including the kids, and there were pretty funny moments in this movie that I did laugh at. There were pretty funny lines from the cat that were not bad. They were some good jokes, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, then maybe watch the movie and you'll see why I find this movie funny and why there's so many good jokes coming from the cat, the actor, who is, I don't know, Mike Myers. But yeah, I'm giving the Cat in the Hat a 6 out of 10. I agree the cat's design doesn't look good, but I honestly find this movie funny, not because of its weirdness, but I did find good funny lines and jokes coming from the cat. Then I finished watching Stranger Things season 1 through season 2 on Netflix. So by far, I think Stranger Things is the best series on Netflix. Every season from 1 to 4, it just continues being such a good series. I can't wait for season 5. I just hope it doesn't suck or get ruined by anything. This show would be great if it was weekly released, but Netflix doesn't have weekly release, they just have binge watching. But I give Stranger Things like 8 out of 10. I really don't have anything else to say about this show. It is a great show on Netflix, and I'm just hoping season 5 turns out great. Then I watched Scary Movie 2, the movie that everybody doesn't like, but it's weird to like movies like this. Is it weird to like movies like this? A movie that makes fun of horror movies a lot. And yet this movie is all about making fun of horror movies, and it's honestly pretty fun to watch. I honestly find this movie pretty funny. The random weirdness can be off-putting for other people, but sometimes for me and sometimes not for me. Look, I just hope it's not weird to like this movie, because not everybody loves this movie, but I honestly just find it hilarious. I'm giving Scary Movie 2 a 6 out of 10. I giggled and laughed at this movie. The way it makes fun of The Exorcist in the beginning is really funny to me. It is a good comedy that I don't know, I guess you might find funny, because I did. Then I watched the Super Mario Bros. Movie. So the movie has become massive at this point. What I mean is that it has earned like $1 billion on box office. That's crazy. You know, I wasn't expecting the movie to earn that amount of money, but I guess I should just let it pass. I mean, I honestly don't know how this movie earned $1 billion, and I don't know how box office money works anyways. And I bet Illumination is just happy that they earned that amount of money, and good for them. And the movie is still good in my opinion. It is a well adapted video game movie to me, and I still give it a 10 out of 10. I don't want to sound like I'm hyping this movie way too much. I saw it one time and I could capture the whole movie in my head. I already see people uploading the whole movie on Twitter, on TikTok, and just be careful for Nintendo because they will ruin your life. But I might buy it once it comes out on DVD, and it's still amazing. Alright, finally, what I watched was Evil Dead Rise, so I still enjoyed this movie and the bloody, violent nature of these Evil Dead movies. And I love horror movies in general. I was looking for this one this month, and I love this movie a lot. It is very original and loyal to the other Evil Dead movies by showing us scary, bloody, and disturbing elements from the past movies that we all remember. I'm still giving Evil Dead Rise a 10 out of 10. That's all I had to say for this movie. I think it's good and I really looked forward this one the most in April. But I bet I'll be hunting this movie down once it comes out on DVD or on streaming. Okay, that's all for what I watched in the month of April. So just comment down below what you thought of these movies if you've watched them. If you watched any of them, let me know what you thought of them. Like and subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.